back in those marvelous kitchens at Botticelli's Ristorante, right downtown. Scott Murray, the El Jefe. We're making sauces. I hope you tried our white wine caper sauce. Right now we're going to do, which one?
This is going to be the Marsala sauce.
The Marsala sauce. And again, this is something you can do at home. Take us away, Scott. What do we start with? Again, the same thing. We got a heated pan.
We're going to have a hot pan, correct.
And you had mentioned earlier that you use aluminum pans.
Yes, aluminum. Yeah, or stainless steel with either copper or aluminum discs in the bottom of them. The type of Marsala wine that we use is a dry. You can use a sweet, but I believe just about the only one you can really find here in town is a dry. If you prefer the sweet, you can add just a little bit of sugar to that. Like a teaspoon. Just like the piccata sauce, we're going to start with some olive oil.
Little garlic.
Now you want to be careful with doing this at home, because it will flame up on you.
Okay.
Because of the alcohol.
Got to be careful.
This has got a little bit more alcohol in it
than the white does.
Yep.
And again, about a cup. Is that what you have?
Yeah, a little over a cup.
No wine goes to waste, right?
No. What you don't use, you drink.
Yeah, absolutely. A little salt.
Yep, a little bit of salt.
A little pepper.
Pepper and oregano.
Oregano again.
Yeah, I call that my holy trinity.
I can believe it.
The three main
Salt,
spices
pepper, and oregano.
Yeah.
You could live on those. And that's funny. It's a tremendous amount of more fire from the Marsala, from the red than the white.
Yeah, it's got a higher alcohol content than the Chablis or the Chardonnay does.
No wonder I like red wine.
Yeah.
And again, you let this go for what? How long?
You're going to want to reduce this by about half to 2/3.
Okay.
After that, I'm going to go ahead and add some portobello mushrooms.
Don't those look nice?
And this we use on our chicken and our veal.
And that action is just to kind of mix it a little bit is what you're doing.
Yeah, just take some of the heat out of the pan. It helps speed it up a little bit. We can just let that reduce here.
Do you use, Scott, this is a Marsala, the quality of the wine is important for this, or do you use more inexpensive wines when you're doing something like this?
You want to use a little bit better wine.
Okay.
There are some lower end Marsalas out there, but a lot of them are going to be dark. They might be too sweet. They might have a little bit of an off flavor. But it's all up to you, as far as your preference goes. Some people, it's just like wine. Well, it is wine, but it's just like any other wine that you drank at a table. It's some people like the lower end, some people like the higher end.
But again, the better the wine, probably the better the sauce, correct? I mean,
yeah, true. It's we try to use a little bit of low to middle wines as far as most of our sauces go. Main reason for that is it helps keep the plate cost down.
Sure, absolutely.
If you're going to a 5-star restaurant, they're using some really nice Cabernets or Merlots, for their sauces. It's going to raise the plate cost.
Sure.
And then the butter.
Our favorite.
That will tighten the sauce.
Interesting term, tighten.
Yeah, tighten or mount. It's
same as mount, right?
Okay. Correct.
And tighten and mount means thicken? No.
Yeah, it just thickens. The butter fats and the creams come together in the sauce, and it melds the sauce together. Kind of gives it some nice body. The more butter you add, of course, the more body there will be.
Scott had mentioned an interesting thing too here during the height of dinner here at Botticelli's. This entire stove is filled with all of these pans as you're making sauces for all of the great customers.
Yeah, it's pretty fast paced.
Yeah,
It gets fun at times.
It has a nice look to it too.
Yeah, it'll start to darken. Yeah. The flavors will compound as you reduce that. You want to be careful with how much seasoning you throw into it, just for that fact. It's gonna compound those flavors in the sauce as it's reducing.
And you don't want the sauce to overpower whatever it's on, like the chicken or whatever.
Yeah, correct. You know, that also has to do with how much sauce you're really putting on the dish also.
And this particular Marsala, this goes on which dishes?
Our veal and our chicken.
Veal and chicken.
Yeah, you can throw it on a steak too. It goes really good with red meat.
What is it you put on the bistecca? What is that?
The bistecca Toscana.
Yeah.
That is basically just like the white wine sauce, minus capers and lemon.
Okay.
And it's just using Merlot or Cabernet.
So the same though.
Same concept. You can actually do either of these sauces also with like a port, a sherry, a Madeira wine.
Okay.
You know, it's options are out there. You know, whatever your preference is. Madeira and sherry are really good. Sherry is really also good in a cream sauce. We actually going to be doing a sherry cream sauce gnocchi this weekend for a feature.
Good. So that's it. It just cooks away, right? Or do we have one other ingredient? Oh, a little more butter. What was I thinking?
A little bit more butter. Kind of speed that process up. And same with the white wine. The Marsala wine, you don't want to over reduce or overheat that after you add your butter, because it will break.
Okay. And by break you mean
it'll separate. Yeah,
right.
Correct.
So we'll let that be, and then we'll get a final shot. Does that make sense? Everything else is
Pretty much done right now.
Is it? Okay. And this is
the Marsala. Portobello mushrooms.
okay. You want to start there, or you start here? Oh. And here we have. Hold that up, Scotty. Again, that's the Marsala.
Yes,
the wine Marsala that we use on chicken.
And our veal.
And our veal. And again, a delicious aroma, huh?
Yes, I like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And the mushrooms, they look fantastic.
Help add that earthy flavor to it.
Yeah,
It's good.
beautiful.
It's delicious.
Some more sauces straight ahead from Botticelli's.